Hello, everyone, and welcome to Royal Mystic Collective Wisdom. As we continue our topic of meditation, today we are going to discuss movement meditation. Now, it's not exactly what you might think. Of course, the obvious things come to mind is yoga, Tai Chi, Qi Gong, even katas. People use katas, which are part of the discipline of Taekwondo. It's the movements of repetition and stances and how to shift between movements. And also, there are the fun ones, which are dancing, surfing, skating, skiing. You can also do them sitting and standing or walking and running, and even on any kind of exercise. And some even consider cleaning the house and doing gardening as movement meditations. It's all about your intention when you sit down to do them and allowing yourself to have as much freedom as you can at all times in what you focus and allow yourself to do. See, it's better if you're using the thought that some of my everyday tasks I can use as that moment of stillness and allow myself to be in, especially if it's a repetitive motion, you can allow yourself to be in the energy of meditating while it's happening. For example, I had a stressful moment that kind of overtook me, and I did not have time to be in that kind of energy. And I recently got one of those shaking plates that you stand on, and it vibrates your entire skeletal system. It helps you to use your inner muscles to keep your balance. And I got on that, and I started to audibly make the solfeggio frequency sounds. I would just take a deep breath in, and then I would let it bellow out, whichever one I picked at that moment. I went through all of them. It took a minute for me to dial myself back into my normal range of energy level and anxiety level. I was trying to combat a stress attack or somebody giving me their negativity, and I was refusing it by counteracting it with the movement of the shaking plate, because it's like vibration going through your body. And it's funny because when you're using that particular equipment, it sounds like you're speaking in a fan. So I was sitting there, with the but it totally disarmed my normal, taking a day to lament over something and then get mad about it and then process it and get mad about it again a few times, right? So it did circumvent the whole thing and defused it. So I highly recommend it. I thankfully don't have to do that on the regular, but I was really proud of my higher self for coming up with that as a way to battle the anxiety that somebody was trying to dump on me. So, moving your body is important. Moving your body allows your fight or flight system and that little lizard brain reaction we have, it engages it and it allows your body to stop producing the cortisol and to allow yourself to burn through whatever adrenaline is happening. And so it's not just sitting there working its way through your bloodstream wreaking havoc. It lets your body actually process it and push it through its paces. So you're putting it to use instead of letting it be toxic in your body. Also, just the fun of it, the ability to dance, the ability to move your body in a rhythm and a flow. And if you have the ability to do, you can do a mantra at the same time. You can have music playing in the background. Remember, there's no limit. And that's why I want to talk to you guys about this, why I'm taking the time to actually sit down and talk about it, because it is truly the most effective way to get your center back and to put your body back on track all the way around. I mean, we're talking chemically and physically, emotionally, everything aligning so that you can bring yourself back into stasis and bring yourself back into equilibrium. So when you're allowing yourself to do your meditation, I think I've spoken on it, but one of the things I feel good about doing is I rock. When I'm really focusing and I'm really dialing myself in and I'm in the zone, my body is comfortable rocking back and forth. And some people feel like they kind of do, a little circle. But I want to remind you, this is where the whirling dervishes, the Sufi practice, the Sufi spiritual practice, is to rotate in a circle. And they tilt their head to one side and they spin. And that is their meditation practice. And it's a very spiritual event for them. So belly dancing, all of that, ballet, all of it has a wonderful movement to it. I think that's why one of the big hits for exercise was when they started incorporating aerobics and dance. It's just fun. Zumba. Everybody likes it because the rhythm and the kind of, the getting going. They even have this little shaky weight that makes the noise like a little maraca. I enjoy belly dancing very much because I like to move and allow myself to, wear the little thing with the coins on it that goes ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I enjoy that very much. And just have fun with it. Don't make meditation something that feels like a punishment. If you can't move a lot, that's fine. You don't have to do this particular kind of meditation. I'm just letting you know that it is possible to actually have the benefit of letting your inner child out and to center yourself and cause yourself to be more effective at what you do and de-stress yourself. So there are a lot of times where I have processed difficulties in my life through cleaning. I have cleaned the house from top to bottom when I've been stressed and have no other way of dealing with it. And I know I can't sit on it because I'll just implode. That's when I get to micro cleaning with a toothbrush and all of that good stuff, right? So just know that you are free to use whatever method suits you. You can even use stretching as a meditation, and stretching is so good for your body. If you just want to stretch and, sit on the floor and stretch and allow yourself to take the deep breaths and then breathing in as you move into the meditation and allow yourself to move forward in the stretch and just move your body the way you want to move it and allow yourself to move in any way that feels good to you. Now, there are some other meditations that require you to sit in a specific position, and that's all fine and good. But right now, we're talking about movement. And movement is a healing process as well because it allows you to feel like you're not trapped and you have the freedom to move around and allow yourself to really process with your body what's being processed in your energy. So this is why it's so popular for people to be on the beach and doing yoga poses and allowing themselves. You can even, let me just tell you, I just popped into my mind. One of the main movement meditations that I do is I have an above ground saltwater pool in my backyard, which my dog Jack loves. But if I get in there early in the morning while he's still kind of goofy and wants to lay down on and chill in the house, I'll get out there and just float and swim and do all the things that I feel, just being in the presence of water is a wonderful thing because water is also a conduit. And that's why I have a saltwater pool, because I like to have the salt. It helps to clear and bring in a place of peace and just be in an open energy. So, like I said, don't get crazy with it. You don't have to go into a full-on calisthenic workout. It's more about allowing the movements to accentuate your meditation. Anything that's too jarring isn't what we're talking about here. I'm talking about allowing a flow between yourself, your inner movements of your body, your inner soul, and allowing all of that to connect with your breathing and the beautiful movements of twists and bends and stretches forward, allowing your arms to flow, feeling your breathing and heartbeat, and listen to your inner sensations. And if you want to have music playing, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. It's all up to you. Listen to your inner voice and allow yourself to be moved in the way your body wants to move. And even if you're just sitting in a chair and you're just allowing your arms to move, if it's not possible for you to move your whole body, move what you can. And just breathing is movement. Allowing yourself to be in this energy is very healthy, very much a place of self-care. And it allows you to fully feel like you're having something go on because you're actually moving your body. Now remember, walking meditation is also really, really wonderful. And people who jog, they got all kinds of things they're processing while they're jogging. Allowing yourself to do what is best for you is perfectly fine. And you can stand and move slowly, one thing at a time, or you can sit and move slowly. Just remember, you don't have to be a contortionist and you don't have to do it perfectly. Allow yourself to move one arm at a time if you would like. I like to circle my hands and circle my feet and just, allow my body to engage and allowing yourself to just kind of fall into it. Let yourself move the way you feel drawn to move and don't judge it. That is the biggest thing about every meditation. Let go of judgment. Don't try to judge what's happening if you're doing it right or wrong. Whatever you're doing, if it's allowing you to get into that flow and into the zone, feeling like you're in a place of kind of floating and lifting and releasing, and you all of a sudden you're not thinking of all the other petty stuff going on, then you're there. And that's the whole purpose, is to let yourself kind of drift into a natural cadence, and don't be afraid to try whatever feels right, whatever you get the notion to do, and allow yourself to totally commit to it when you do it. You can listen to videos, you can listen to audio, you can do all kinds of different things to allow you to help focus on it. And the first few times while you're learning, it's instructional. So you have to learn the movements, or you have to learn, like if you're watching a yoga video and it's, there's so many different kinds of yoga. I can't even name them all. I'm not even going to attempt to, because I'm not a yoga wizard at all. But I do believe in it, and I have done it, and I like doing it. It's just that, I don't always have time or space to do all of that. And sometimes it's an impromptu thing. You may not even be in your normal space when you're needing to do it. So allow yourself to peruse all the different kinds of things and find what's happy for you. And that's just another option you can use in meditation, is finding a movement that's comfortable, that allows you to get in the flow and feels good as you do it. Those are the criteria. Not too difficult, and I hope everyone is able to find their thing, whether it's cleaning, wax on, wax off. That's the old Mr. Miyagi method, right? Allow yourself to be in the energy of just focusing on the task at hand, and that's what that's all about. And any other thing that you're doing, I do love to be outdoors, and when it's really not so hot, because right now it's pretty daggone hot, allow myself to get out there and trim the trees and do the different thing, use the hedge cutters. And I used to really get into the gardening because I couldn't deal with what was going on inside the house, and I'd get outside and just getting my gardening on and let it all fall away so I could keep dealing with another day, right? So just find your thing. Allow yourself to be in your own zone. No one has any more any more right to tell you how to meditate than you do. It is a personal preference, and I hope that this provides another way that you guys can find something to allow yourselves to kind of get in a figuratively get the move on, right? So allowing that to happen is an amazing thing. And movement meditations are wonderful because they can help you break milestones and see how far you can really move your inner and outer body, allowing yourself to move in the energy of change, in the energy of health, and creating a whole new dynamic for yourself. So, many blessings to you, my darling friends. I send you lots of love, lots of light, peace, happiness, joy, and abundance. And I hope that this finds you well. I will see you next time, or at least speak to you next time. Namaste, my friends.